in the shot. Today I'm going to have a look at this purchase off of eBay. It's a Toplander TP tent. It's one of the cheapest ones I could find. I actually found it on Amazon and it was 70 quid, and I went onto eBay and I managed to get it for 60. It's brand new TP tent. It's meant to have a kind of snow skirt in it. There's no inner with this. You can get that for another £40 a half inner. So I'll get this out the bag, see what it's like. The bag's a bag. Comes with a wee carrying handle. There's only one tiny little loop on there. Maybe get a wee carabiner or something through there, but there's no other webbing or lashing points around the bag. But again, there's a wee bit of information there. I'll put that up on the screen later on. It actually says it's 2.7 kilograms, but when I put it on the scales in the house, it's actually about 2.3, just under 2.3 actually. So we're doing ourselves out a bit. But anyway, we'll get this out the bag, see what's in it. Look at this, quite tight in the bag, so I suggest that's going to be a nightmare to put away. Oh, the zip comes right round, it's handy, but it's not going to be so bad. It's quite a sweaty looking PVC the bag's made of, so I can't remember the exact material. This is different from my Smoky Hut, slightly heavier. In fact, I'll tell you if I can read it on here. The material is a 210T polyester, waterproof PU 3000mm, so should be waterproof. It comes with a stove jack. Smoky Hut never came in one. So start. Instructions are in English. We'll look at them later on if it gets stuck. Guess this will be the pegs. See that? Comes a ping pong ball. God only knows. One, two, three. 4 guy lines. Can't tell what the camera's looking at here, but it's got those wee sliders for tensioning the ropes. I don't know if the metal ones are ideal, whether they become abrasive on the rope or not, but I'm not worried about that. Right, let's hit the weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pegs. That's not bad. Seems quite a lot, but by the time you peg it out and put the guy lines out, that'll probably be about right. Might even give them some spares. And this will be the central pole. That's the one side so I don't lose it, especially my ping pong ball. Billiard ball, it's just made of foam, so the mind boggles. If that goes onto that, that might actually go onto there to stop it going through the top of your tent, because other than that you've got a spike in the end of that pole. As you can see, it's not shock corded, so I guess these just go into each other one way or another. Well, there's the bottom one there, it's got an end cap on it, you can see that. Can't actually see these bits of metal on them, sprung loaded, but there's nothing for them to go through to lock them in. I think it's just goodwill that holds them on. Push it down. Should have read instructions, but if all else fails to read instructions, so once that's under tension it's not going to go anywhere anyway. So there's your pole. This tent is 1.6 metres in height, it's the same as my Smoky Hut, and the width of the tent, or the diameter, is 3.2 metres, which is the exact same as the Smoky Hut as well. So I'll go and drag this out and get it pegged out. Now, I think this has got 2 doors on it as well, a front door and a back door, so we'll see how that goes. It seems to be just a single zip on the doors as well. I'll have a look. And that's obviously the bottom of the tent here, and then you do have this snow skirt and it looks like just these elastic kind of bungees for tying it down, similar to the one Tigris Smoky Hut. I suppose that's quite long. We could double it over, shorten it a wee bit, but that'll get you into the ground in another pegging point there. I suppose if you want to cinch it down, but the reason I did get this is it was cheap just to try, and the fact it's got this kind of, hopefully a wee snow skirt on the bottom to stop the draft, because the one Tigris, I know a bit of draft is great in a wood tent, a hot tent, a wood burning stove, but the draft you get through some of these tents when they're sitting is quite bad. So anyway, enough rambling, we'll go and set it up. We'll try to set it up. It's not the most level ground out here, but a wee bit lumpy. I'll give it a try anyway. It's certainly heavier than the one Tigris. Maybe it will retain the heat a wee bit better. This out of the way before I wreck it. Even know if that's still in shot. No, it's still in shot. Good enough. Right. Some pegs. I don't even know if this is 6 or 7 sided this tent. Anyway, I'll grab a few of these. Just having a look at these pegs, usually just get one kind of wee notch at the top of these, but these have got 3. Pretty jaggy, right enough, but I think that would just be for holding your rope on, but it gives you a couple of options if you can't get the pegs right in. Good or bad idea, I don't know, but anyway. Couple of people down there walking past. It's 3 miles up a Forty road, so I think Ems would turn up. Anyway, magic ball. Sounds painful. Guess that's for on there. Good microphone. Look at that, eh? Genius. Take it that's right. So, like other tents, just open up the door and drop up in the middle of this. Right, here goes nothing. Well, it's up. It's up, it's up. Well, that only took it 8 pegs to get to this stage, so there's an extra wee eyelet there, but you wouldn't get one of these pegs through it anyway, so it must be bungee only. That's it doubled up, or you can have it a single and have this bit a wee bit longer, but that's well under the skirt. Right, now it's up like that, I can just go back round and retension it all. Oh, not too bad. Like to have that extra bit of material just going onto the ground, snow or not. think the wind could get under it, but I'll stick a couple of branches or something on top of it, I guess. Bigger than that. There's tie backs, top and bottom each side of the door, so this panel would open, this panel would open, same again, tie backs plus a tie out point, so we've got 4 guy lines. So there's the 4 tie out points, 1, 2, 3, and back around to the other side of that door there. So 4 guy lines for 4 tie out points. The one Tigris came with not enough lines, and not enough pegs. So I've got 4 guy lines, 4 pegs. That still gives 4 pegs left over. So the only other thing you can do is where the doors are, and open this up. Where is it? You're only securing one side of that. You don't really have to bother with this side unless you aren't going to open the door on one side. That'll give it a bit more stability, I guess. So it seems okay. The vents up the top, might as well just open this. And these vents here, this kind of little bit of flexi plastic with velcro on it, you can use to hold the vent open. It's kind of freeformed to an extent. It's got something in it just to stiffen it up, but you do have that wee strip whether you can see it or not. It's a nice fine mesh in there, keep the midges out when they come back to visit us. And the tent's got this wee loop should you want to hang it off a tree, but I think that's really a bad idea when you're working with a hot tent with a stove in it. Anyway, see what it's like inside. It's just the ground from outside, but in a tarp now. We're under a cover of a tent. But what you don't have is big massive gaps underneath the bottom of the tent because the snow skirt's outside. That's what I wanted. The stove jack, you see like that, that actually looks quite small. I'll have a look at it from outside. At least it came with one, but I might have to pay an extra bit of attention. It does look a wee bit smaller, but maybe it's not. And obviously your vents at the top there. That's the ball stopping that poking through the top. It's got that spike on top of it. And there's a wee hook there. You can see that or not with the GoPro. That's just for hanging your inner from. And I did order an inner, don't know if I said that earlier, for 40 quid. And it's it doesn't follow the shape of the tent though. It doesn't go corner, corner, corner. It's just basically a rectangle, a kind of bathtub floor. But in this tent, really wouldn't bother with the inner unless it was summertime. I think what I'll do now is I'll just take a walk around. I'm not going to bother the guy lines today. I didn't do that in the last tent and almost blew away and tried to put the guy lines on in a storm, but it doesn't seem too bad. Oh, branches. Pan round here. Probably get it tighter yet. I do just like the fact that it's got that extra material at the bottom. For 60 quid, it's not bad. There's the other door. Oh, see what it's like from this angle. Just best to put not too much tension on these zips, I suppose. So there you go. Just that one-handed or not. I think that's on the Velcro. Yep. There you go. So again, the one Tigris one, the smoky hut, just basically sits against that material. It doesn't have any stay-outs or anything on it, so that's not bad. Right, so I'm going to open these doors and then I'll have another tour of the wee stove jack. It's quite good because depending on your setup, you might want to sleep that side, you might want to sleep across that way, so you can use different doors. That's obviously going to dictate where your stove's going, but it seems alright. Didn't even look at the seams. Are they taped? Hard to tell in this light. It's getting a bit dark now. There's definitely tape on these bits anyway, so. Alright, there's tape from both sides. You can see that or not. It seems alright. See if it stands up to its 3000 millimeters of protection. You can see that, not seems to be kind of pinholes around that. Just in those corners for some reason, but that's your stove jack. If it's going to rain, you'll get in one way or another through your stove jack, the flow through it, the pipe through it. That seems alright. Anyway, I'll open up both doors, get the road back and see what it looks like in that state. There you go, who's that? Oh. Just do these second toggles. Up to the tent and injustice. These toggles are a wee footer. There we go. So you need to remember your pegs. When you open the doors, you're probably better to take them out completely and just repeg it, or you'll lose it. They've got wee bits of orange tassel on them, so they're fine. And they're red, so should be easy enough to find. Well, I don't think there's any problems with ventilation now. It's quite bizarre. Still standing strong enough. Don't like the wind to get inside it right enough and take the other two sides out, but the fact you've got those options, have your stove on one side but the option of having it on both, if you know what I mean, depending on what door you want to use, so depends what terrain you're on, may suit to be on the other side. Doesn't look too bad at all. For 60 quid, you don't get much for 60 quid these days, do you? And that's the vents. I showed you them already, but there is a wee bit of velcro just above that wee strip there that that sits onto, but that's fine, you can form that shape. Right, no. So far so good. Try this wee stove jack. Velcro strong. There we go. As you see, there's no hole in it, so you can custom it to whatever size your stove pipe or flue pipe is. The stove jack I got with the one Tigris Smoky Hut had a 80mm hole on it, and my pipe is 60mm, so it was too big. So I had to buy a blank one and make my own, but this is a blank canvas to work with. Perfect. There's the close up of the bag there, the top lander. Some product information. Brand Toplander item TP hot tent, material 210T polyester, waterproof PU 3000mm, colour olive green, outer tent size 320 by 320, that's centimetres by 160 centimetres, weight 2.7 kilograms, although I've got it coming out at about 2.3, and made in China. Anyway, I think I'm just going to chuck the video there. It's getting dark, 3 miles to go home, or back to the car at least. But no, for 60 quid and an introduction to hot tenting, or maybe my go-to tent for that style, I'll certainly be giving it a try next time I'm out. It's certainly worth the money, but we'll see how waterproof it is. I've not actually tested my One Tiger Smoky Hut in the rain yet, but the fact it's got those wee skirts at the bottom, it really does help, and it does have the vents up the top. Most of these tents don't actually have 2 zips on them, which lets you open up the top, but apart from that, no, not going to complain. What I'll do is I'll post a link to the eBay ad if I can. It was actually one of these ones that they sell it at 65 and you can make an offer, so I think I went at 55, they came back at 62, I went back to £60, so I got it for 60 quid delivered to the door. Anyway, it might be good for somebody, it might be good for everybody, I don't know, but as I say, £60. I'll not bother taking a video of taking it down. I'll just pull out the pole and pull out the pegs and mash it back into that bag as long as you can get it home. Anyway, thanks for watching, I hope this has been of use, and next time hopefully we see this tent, it will have a hole in that stove jack and smoke coming out the chimney.